Welcome back to Wrenches in Motion, where if it ain't broke, I ain't buying it. And today, well, it's part 3 of the Jaguar. So let's take a look at our 2004 Jaguar S-Type. Today what we're going to be doing is the front upper control arms, the front the front outer tie rod ends, and some interesting stuff with the wheels. You'll just have to see that to believe it. Anyway, so that's what we're doing today. Let's get this thing in the garage and let's get started. Well, it is another beautiful day. Cold, but beautiful. And today is going to be some more on the Jag. We've got the coil cover, the left side inner fender well, the liner, and we've got the splash shield that goes in the front. Obviously this didn't come out very well, so hopefully I can grab those clips with the channel locks and spin the bolts out so that we have a chance of putting this thing on. I don't know why they have to change things up so bad. The 01 valve cover, I think this bolt was down here, which is in line with this one. And this cover just snaps on. With this here, of course, this is different. So I believe the only way I'm going to be able to snap it on is with this bone right here. And then that's just going to have to be good enough. Not the way I like to do things, but it looks like, you know, on the 04, it may snap in here instead, which is different. But we're going to roll with it, see what happens. Okay, just verified that the cover will not work. Even if you put the stud in there, it doesn't stick up high enough for the cover to set on. So, yep, strike one there. Okay. Now let's get these screws out of the front cover, air dam, splash shield, whatever. We'll get the bolts out of there, hopefully. And we're going to try this wheel liner, this fender well liner. The last one I got didn't fit, so hopefully this one does. It was from an 01 and this is an 04. Alright, well, we're 2 for 3. We got the fender liner in, and we got the under thing put in. So, good with that. Now, take a look at this tire. I'm sure you can see all the cracking and stuff in there. That's why we need new tires. These are pretty well shot. Well, we've got the Jag in for hopefully the last time. Today I think the only thing I'm going to do is get it jacked up and on jack stands in the front, maybe pull the wheels off. We've got upper control arms and outer tie rod ends to do. And something else, this has been bugging me. This open coil thing. But I've got one bracket way back there, and I think I'm missing one for up here. Nope, there it is. Okay. Place I've ordered parts on eBay before. Had that in stock, so I grabbed that. And now I'm about to put that on. See if it makes a difference. I think it's going to look a whole lot better. And with just a few clicks of the screwdriver, we've got the cover on. I guess it looks better. I don't know. I don't know if it was worth 60 bucks, that's for sure. But it's on. So we got that taken care of. I still need to figure out what kind of clips hold this in. I've got some regular push clips. Maybe I'll just use those. And then we need 4 of those. And that'll be done. Yeah, all that's left is the front suspension, alignment, tires, and inspection. And I should be able to get this thing titled. And it's another day, and we're about to take the wheels off, do some suspension work, and of course it's raining. So hopefully the carport will stay dry and we can get some work done today. So of course, one of the last times that I have to take the wheel off and the lug nut breaks, and I'm not going to be able to get it off. Isn't this fantastic? I have no idea what I'm going to try to get on there. I don't know if it cross-threaded last time. It seemed like it went on fine, but this thing just keeps on fighting. Oh my God, I'm so upset. So far it's been a large pile of shavings, drill bits, chisel. I had to sharpen the cold chisel already once, but I think we're getting somewhere. So let me keep banging away, and maybe, I don't know if you can see, one of these was a little loose, probably this one, but you know, that's only one small piece of the whole thing. So anyway, we're gonna keep on working. Okay, I think we might be getting somewhere. Maybe. Let me try to get you on the tripod. Well, we have success. Did some more drilling, knocked this whole piece out of there, and we got it off. So, obviously we got our wheel stud that's trash. As long as we're taking this apart, we may as well see if we can just get a wheel stud or two and throw them in here and be done with it. Holy cow. Alright, so you're still watching, you're on the wrong side, so let me pause and get you over here to show you what we're doing. Okay, I left you on the tripod. So we've got upper control arm. I don't know if you can see, probably not. But we got to go inside, I'm sure, under the hood. Yeah, that joint there is trash. And then outer tie rods, those are trash too. So first thing we're going to do is undo the nut, pop the tie rod off of the knuckle, count the number of turns, and then put the new one on. But yeah, this was unfortunate that it had to happen like this with the wheel. So we'll see how much more it's going to take to fix it. So I did some looking, and the other two bolts, I think I just threw bolts. It looks like the nuts welded to the inner fender. So let me see if I can get this out of here. Of course not. See, what happens is the whole thing starts spinning. So you can either hold this and turn that, which is what I'm going to try. Is it 8mm? It is. All right. So let's see if we can do this here. Hold it, turn the nut. And if this doesn't work, sometimes you got to put a jack underneath it, put pressure to squeeze these together, and then you can get this big nut off of here. But I don't think this is going to work. At least to get down to a certain point anyway. Let's get this thing out of here. So there goes the light. So I don't know how much you're going to be able to see. Maybe you can see better without the light. I don't know at this point. Oh, it's going to work. It's going to have some tension, I think. Alright, light, get over there or something. Yep, there we go. Alright. So let's see if these are 15s maybe? They appear to be. So let's see if we can... Now I hurt myself the other day, so I don't know if I'm going to have the strength in my arm to do this. I don't look like I am, so let me get a longer wrench to get more leverage. So the front bolt goes to that nut right there. The back one, I really can't reach, so I hope it's just a through nut and not something like this, because I have no idea how I'm going to get that off. Actually, for this one here, I'm hoping I don't have to take out the stupid air box just to get it out. I mean, I might have to, but golly, I don't really want to do that. Yeah, remember how I said I was hoping they were through nuts? They're not. So this was on that side. Underneath the master cylinder, underneath that wire harness in there. It's real fun to get to. Just kidding. Now, get that out of the way. Hopefully, I can not cut myself too bad. Get these bolts out of here. Or maybe not. Well, that's going to be nice. If we can't get the bolts out, what the heck are we going to do? Alright, let me work on trying to get these bolts out. Jeez. I mean, nothing like making it easy, Jaguar. Now that I'm doing this, I remember I had to do this with my Acura CL. Big long pry bar. Disconnect the strut and basically move it to one side. You can get the one bolt out. Move it to the other side and get the other bolt out. These, no, the ends don't look too bad. This thing here, this is terrible. That's just, yeah, that's dead. So I'll take our nice new one, slide up in there just like that, and now try to get the bolt started again, which is going to be real fun. But same thing. I'm going to sit on the big long pry bar. Move the strut side to side, get the bolt started, and then hopefully we can push the strut back up in there, get the strut tightened up, and get the control arm tightened up. Alright, so we got all this back together now. Everything's all nice and tight. We even got the brake bracket back there back in. Now, we're taking off the tie rod. We loosened up the jam nut already. So that's nice and loose. This here, we had to use the jack to put pressure on because it was, the whole thing was just spinning. So took our little 18 here, got that loose. Hopefully. There we go. Alright, drop this jack out of here. My tie rod's probably going to stay there. Probably got to smack it with a hammer on the knuckle to shock it loose, or it's just going to come right out. Okay, good deal. Alright, so we're going to count the number of turns, put the new one on the same amount of turns, and then we should be fairly close. But woo, yeah, you can see that one's shot. Alright, back to the old standby in a vise and a hammer. And I got so much crap in the way. There we go. It's out like that. Shouldn't even have played around. Just go ahead and do it the way you normally do things. All right. Let's loosen this thing up. See if I can get some room here. All right. Just like that, the old stud's out. Look at that. Would you look at that? All right, here. New stud. Ah, come on. I'll throw a little bit of grease on there just to help it along a little bit. And then I've got to run outside and get an old lug nut. Ooh, it's cold. The grease is like, I don't think so. But we got words for that. We've got a solution for that. All right, now up through here. Come on. There we go. Now what I'd like to do is just give them a little tap just to get them started a little bit. There we go. You don't need much because the splines will hold it in. I'll flip it back over. Throw our tool on here. I said throw our tool on here. And that's not going to work worth a crap. Really? Oh, you make me do it the old-fashioned way. All right, you guys stay there. I'm going to go get a lug nut and... Or, what I may just do is really do it the old-fashioned way. Now can I get on there? No, it's got that lip. It will not go on. So these are staying firm, so I'll either put it on the bench or keep it on here and just try to keep banging it in. Oh, this kind of sucks, actually. Alright, yeah. I might need a bigger hammer. It's going. I don't know if you can see it, but it's going. Well, I'm not going to say doing it with the lug nuts giving me a whole lot of confidence here, but let's see what it's going to do. Well, it was spinning. Oh, pulled it right up in there. Go ahead, old stud. Alright. So, old lug nut off. Thread stud out. And look at that. Close up. You can see the studs pulled all the way in. So we are good to go. And I don't even think these need cleaned up. Maybe a wire brush. But that's it. They don't need the tap run down them or anything like that. So I think we're good to go with that. Let's go ahead. We're just going to wire brush. I'm just going to wire brush the hub, clean it up a little bit, and then we're going to put that back in. We can't forget to hook up our wire. 4 bolts with some blue Loctite, and we'll Loctite that thing back in there. Oh, so crisis averted. This little clip right here. I was out here blowing leaves off of here, and I swear I blew this away. Which would not be the first time I've blown something off of here that I needed. Remember the spring for the back brakes? Yeah, I still haven't found one of those yet. So I think we're just gonna plug this back in. Let's see. Doesn't really look like it matters how it goes in. Just that it goes in. And then clips on one side. Clips on the other side like that. Don't know if you can see, but this side's open. You just push them around and down and just lock that cover on there. And that's how you do that. And then this here, we're just gonna slide that back in. Throw some blue Loctite on our bolts, which I had. There we go. So also, it's kind of funny that when you go onto the Jaguar forums and you say something about your lug nut breaking, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that's a common thing. Happens all the time." Like, really? A lug nut splits in half, and we're just supposed to live with that. It reminds me a lot of when I had my Z06, and I'd go on the Corvette forums and I'd be complaining about something, and pretty much the attitude I got back was, well, it's a Corvette and that's just what you expect. And I'm thinking to myself, no, if I'm spending that much money for a car, I expect it to have some sort of build quality. Not just, you know, oh, well, that's just the way GM did things and suck it up, buttercup. Yeah. Incorrect, in my opinion. But, yeah, my opinion don't mean nothing. I hope I brought the right size socket. I did not. Alright, let me get this last bolt started, and then I'll see if I can get the right size socket. We'll see if we can get this hub assembly on. I don't know if I'm going to put the wheel back on because I need a new wheel from the junkyard, and I don't know if it's going to come with a junk tire on it or if it's just going to be the wheel. If it's just the wheel, no problem, I'll throw it in the trunk. Put this one on when I take it to the tire place to get the tires put on. I'll just have them put the tires on the new wheel, ditch that one, and then I'll be set. So here's my new shiny new lug nuts, which are not 19 millimeter. I think these are going to be 21. I did check, they do fit. I mean, everything's, you know, standard 12 1.5 thread, so everything fits right. It's just they're a little bit bigger. Don't know if that's good or bad yet. All right, the battery's almost dead again. These things don't last for anything in the cold, I'll tell you that. Let's see if we can do this real quick. All right, it's pulling in. Now, you don't do it all at once on one and then expect the others to follow. You kind of do a little bit, do a little bit, do a little bit. You know how that goes. Okay, go ahead and fall. That's fine. All right, here we go. One. Do these two on this side, and we'll come back to that last one. Now we got that done, we can put our tie rod back on, and then we'll put the rotor back on, brakes on, and we should be done with this side. Okay, well, it's time to do the passenger side, and I already got the tie rod end swapped out. As you can see, that's pretty junk, so got a nice new one on there. There we go. Now, upper control arm, of course, that's super sloppy. So we're gonna get rid of that. The problem is, just like the other side, the bolts go through into nuts. So we're gonna have to take the fuse box out, and then somewhere down in here, I guess, is the other nut. I don't really know. I don't see anything. Maybe we have to take this bracket off and move it out of the way, and maybe it's down in there somewhere. I don't know. I can't see it right now. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to see it. It may be just a do it by feel thing. So Let's get this fuse box out of the way and see if we can at least see the first nut. Yeah, it's going to be 50% easy. Move the electrical box, and there is the bolt. Not the Torx one there, the one right below it. I think we can just get in there with a ratcheting wrench and pop that one out. And then, yeah, the back. Alright, we're finally able to get the upper control arm in. Got tie rod on. Buttoned everything back up. Next thing is a four-wheel alignment and tires. And then transmission fluid filter, inspection, and hopefully I can get a title for this thing and I can start driving it. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video of the 2004 Jaguar S-Type. We are one step closer, or a couple steps closer to getting it inspected. Next thing is alignment, tires, and inspection, and then hopefully we can get a title. So that's it for now. If you're subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. As you can see, we've got more projects lined up than I really know what to do with right now, so we're going to keep on rolling. Always remember, keep the wheels down and keep your wrenches in motion.